Here, all right, I think it's time we get to our seats. We're in a cheery mood. We might as well get this podcast underway here. Oh, that was a little bit of positioning, flippy dippy. I'm starting on the incorrect. There we go. Nope. Technical bullshit. It's like skipping the opening window. Why is it doing that? There we go. Boop. All right. Hello and welcome to the Kino Korner, part of the minor technical difficulties. I am joined here by Griffin and, of course, the illustrious return of the kittyman. Yay!
Ow!
Yeah.
It's me. Hello.
Yes.
I'm warning y'all right now, I never watched an Ernest movie unless I was 5.
It's okay. It's a very particular brand of comedy. But yeah, as you can tell at the bottom right what he just said, today we're talking about the Ernest movies. There's not a lot of them, but they are. I look upon them fondly.
But they are earnest.
They are unapologetically earnest.
Indeed.
Is that the joke? Is that the whole joke? How they deflect any kind of like criticism whatsoever? It's like, well, it's earnest.
I think so.
You know,
I think so.
That seems like such a fucking art house fucking hand wave thing to do. And it was like, that recontextualizes everything.
You're this is Ernest's world. You're just living in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Vern?
Yeah.
Well, as is normal, before we get to the main topic, it's Ernest, we have a few things to talk about. There's not much in terms of trailers, and we only got 2, but there is a bit of interesting news definitely to talk about. So might as well kick it out with the movie news. The first thing on the docket here, this one almost flew under the radar. I just think it's worth talking about how Blumhouse has part of the rights to Saw now. I got that shit from Twisted. I don't know if this is a popular opinion, unpopular opinion. Maybe they can make the Saw movies pretty good again.
Yeah, I missed out on watching the last couple of them. I know the last one was pretty good.
Spiral, yeah.
That's the prequel one, right?
It's like a side story-ish. It's like I don't know if it's a prequel. It's like runs parallel to the main story. Like I think like prequel-ish side story is probably the best place it fits.
Oh, Saw X. Yeah, no, because I know Spiral was the one with Chris Rock, right?
Yes, the one where Chris Rock,
which I thought was very, very, very interesting. But apparently, this was like his baby.
Yeah,
like Chris Rock is a massive fan of Saw. 2, he really wanted to make his own. For some reason, he wanted to make his own Saw and star in it. And he he cornered one of the Lionsgate execs at a party at one point. It was like, "You're gonna let me do this?" I'm like, okay, fine, yes, you can have it. You can do one. And apparently, that's how it happened.
It might have been
because he strong-armed them into letting him do it.
It might have been the impetus behind this whole sale, because Blumhouse movies are more, I guess is cerebral the right term? Mostly probably paranormal is probably closer. But I feel like I know Spiral wasn't a massive success, but it made its money, and people definitely made more money than the Saw movies before it. So I think maybe it's just as like, well, shit, people don't like torture porn anymore. They want the Saw movies to actually be a little smarter. Fine, y'all do it. I would not be surprised if the whole point of the sale was as simple as that.
Yeah. Or they give them a lot of money. Yeah. Either way, I think both work out.
Like Lionsgate,
that's still a solid answer.
Yeah, Lionsgate is still like the big daddy owners, but basically just in the chain of people who own all the distribution, filmmaking, and all those rights. Just replace Twisted Pictures with Blumhouse, and that's the only major change. But Blumhouse is a very different company. So when we get another Saw movie, it's going to look markedly different than anything else.
I hope they do Saw X Five Night Freddy.
I mean,
What's fucking stopping them?
dude, I tell you what, Until Dawn was my favorite Dead by Daylight movie.
Did you end up watching that one?
Dude, it has yes, it's good, but like what
Wait, the movie was actually good?
okay, it's not bad. It's if you have a high tolerance for dumb horror like I do, it's not bad.
Oh, fair. Okay, okay. I
It's
did like Halloween Kills, so
yeah, but like I'll talk about that in your Reese-Fills. I wasn't even thinking about that, but short synopsis, it's not awful, but it's not. If you're looking for something based off the video game, it's not. But we'll cross
Okay.
that bridge when we get there. But yeah, next little piece of news. Ah, yes, this is the one we were having a bunch of giggle shits about right before this. Uh, do I still have how to pronounce? Denis Villeneuve. Uh, he is set to direct the next James Bond movie.
yes.
What that means as far as who is the next Bond, we don't know. But let's have some fun with this. You pointed something out about his movies, Mr. Kittyman.
Like yeah, he's kind of similar to Christopher Nolan, where he likes to like work with people he's worked with already. So like he kind of like has his own like ensemble. Like he has his Josh Brolin. And Dave Bautista, actually, funny enough, since you brought that up as well. He's got Josh Brolin and Dave Bautista, but he's supposed to be working with in Dune 3 with Robert Pattinson, and so if he wants to keep to being a British thing,
Yeah.
I feel like there's a good chance Robert Pattinson could be cast in it. But then we also pointed out that the original family that used to own the James Bond license don't own it anymore, and it's back with MGM, which is back with Amazon.
Yup.
And with their track record going on, everything's off the table. Fuck it. Get the whitest dude from Texas to be a fucking British MI6 agent. Why not?
I'm telling you, Jake Gyllenhaal for James Bond. When it happens, I want my money.
There is a not 0% chance of Jake Gyllenhaal. There's also a not 0% chance it could be Hugh Jackman, because that'd be hilarious. An Australian
Dude,
doing the 007.
at this point, every movie should just be a different person, just every other like nationality except British from this point forward.
That would be funny. That's the go. That's the play.
Like
Fuck the UK.
I know we're half joking, but of all the people who recur in his movies that I would want, I'm like really like selling myself like David Dastmalchian as like Q or an equivalent in MI6. I think is perfect for him if they want to do something more quirky and lighthearted, like the original James Bond movies.
Yeah.
Which I think
just have the actor fit the kind of thing they're going for.
Yeah, and
just not have like because like it feels like the last series they did with Daniel Craig, there was an overarching story.
Mm-hmm.
But then just go back to kind of how James Bond used to be, where it's like it literally doesn't fucking matter what happened in the movie before.
And that's actually a good thing to guess. Like, what kind of movie will it be? Because like the Danny Craig Bond films, were good. Like, not gonna say they were good, but they were
Jason Bourne-y.
They were very Jason Bourne-y. They were very serious. And let's face it, James Bond in the '70s was it was a little. They could be serious, but they had this goofy air about them. They were somewhere between, think Bullet Train actually in tone is what I'm thinking of, with like like Bullet Train, but a little lighter on the comedy is what I think of that kind of style. And if they do something like that for a new James Bond, heavy on the action with little quips here and there, then a lot of his like go tos like Dave Bautista, David S. Malky, and hell, even Jake Gyllenhaal could work. Hell, even friggin' Josh Brolin.
Yeah. Boss Drolin.
Yeah.
He could do it.
Yeah. Like all these characters could do it. It really depends on what he's gonna do. It's just this is another one of those news stories that like the possibilities, and what drew me to it is just the non 0% chance of Robert Pattinson being James Bond. Unpopular opinion, I'm here for it.
I'm for it though.
He's not a bad actor. Yes, Twilight the
No.
movies were not good, but that
No.
doesn't mean he's a bad actor. He just
No, he's a fantastic actor, actually.
The Batman says hi.
Yes, the Batman says hi. Everything he's done post Twilight, honestly, has been fucking amazing. Go
Mhm.
watch Mickey 17, please.
Oh,
I want to.
oh, it's so good.
It's so good.
You're
So damn good.
You will see things you didn't expect to see. Oh,
I can't believe he made me feel for a character with that dumbass accent he's got going on. I love it though. Like, dude, like that and him and he played the heron and the boy and the heron.
I didn't see that. Oh man, is that good?
In the English dub, that was him, and like we didn't even realize it until like when the credits started rolling. We're like, "What the fuck? That doesn't sound anything like him." Because he actually like went full voice actor and actually did a voice.
Yeah, I think he's just. I think Robert Pattinson now, if not before, the definite now with the success of Batman in the Lighthouse, I think he's just out to go like, screw what's behind me. I am a good actor and I'm gonna fucking prove it. So he's just doing everything he can to just kill every role.
Him and Daniel Radcliffe, the father and the son of the Holy Trinity that is young adult novel adaptations that made you rich so you can do whatever the fuck you want now.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Oh. Actually, I think next on my list, if it does mistaken. Oh, never mind. I had the order wrong, and now I'm sad.
Oh.
All right. We just got.
Why did we skip to the end and now we have to end it?
No.
Fuck. I knew this would happen.
I ordered the news in a way where like I would try to like space out the ones that made me upsetty spaghetti. But okay. So it has been confirmed that Lilo and Stitch is getting a sequel, and a lot of the early writing reports on the script they're pitching says it's going to include Gantu. And my response to all of that is why?
I just really hate general audiences.
Yeah.
You know, like I just really hate those guys.
Yeah.
They like that movie should not have done that well to get a sequel and just
Look, I stand by. It wasn't the worst Disney film of a live action series they've ever done, but it wasn't that.
But what it does to the original film, I feel like is, you know, I always make fun of people. They're like, "Oh, it insults the original," when it's like, you know, a pretty decent remake of a perfect movie that you just can't replicate. But like, the Lilo and Stitch live action does so much disservice to the original message of the movie. And I think that's just a massive, like, no.
I think the big problem is the original exists, and if the original didn't, this would just be kind of a dumb whatever movie. It's just made worse by the fact that it is a remake, you know?
A live of a adapting into I'm not going to argue that it's a worse form of media, but to go from animation to live action.
No, you could do live action adaptations that are decent.
Yeah.
Even Disney, like I know people shit on it. I will defend their Aladdin remake because I do think it's their best.
Which I will.
I think it's their best
Hell
one.
Yeah.
Because it's not because it's like the best movie ever made. I would say if I like fucking gun to my head, if I put it on a tier list, solid B. But it's because at least they were trying something different while telling the same story. They put a little more focus on Jafar and created a weird parallel to Aladdin, that Jafar was a street rat that kind of worked his way to the top. He was kind of almost being a pseudo Palpatine to Aladdin. And suddenly, the end, like every character has a stake with each other because of that. Like I think that little change did a lot for the story. And was Will Smith
Yeah.
like not good as Genie? Like, okay, let's be real. No one's gonna be as good as Robin Williams. Get that shit out of your
Yeah.
head and
Yeah.
give
Yeah.
him
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
shot.
Idiot.
And yeah,
Even if you
and
somehow,
he did
even if you
fine.
somehow, sorry,
Yeah, no, go ahead.
even if you were to somehow make a perfect one-to-one clone of Robin Williams, even he couldn't outdo Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, what they got, what they did with what they had was totally fine. Like my biggest gripe with the film is instead of a giant snake at the end, it's a giant Iago, which I think is objectively stupid. But
Stupid.
yeah, I think it's just like really you couldn't just do a giant snake. Just do the giant snake. Just,
Like there's a point to the giant snake. It's that he's a fucking snake.
Yeah,
Like, that's it. Ah,
like, but
they don't understand their own movies, and that's my only issue with Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah,
It doesn't mean family, apparently.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
Ohana means family. Family means CPS is going to take you to the neighbor's house.
But it's okay because I'm gonna go to America and get my degree.
Also, I have a portal gun.
So, and people pointed out that she went to like fucking Houston or whatever, and there's like an even better school in LA. And there's actually no, and there's even one in Hawaii that's almost as good, where she would just be in the neighboring island and could commute. It's just like the lack of research.
It's great. I know. It's just it's so half-assed because they don't want to. Like it will go deeper than that, but I won't get into it because that starts getting a little more on the political side.
Yeah, it's a bigger fuck you to me because if everything we're hearing about the sequel is true, if they are gonna like include Gantu, if they're gonna try to redeem fuck, what's the fat alien dude's name? Jumba. Yeah, and redeem Jumba. Then they're basically taking two movies to accomplish what one animated film did. And then that leaves me asking, okay, what's the point?
Yes! Yes, is what you fucking say. Like, at the end of the day, that's just what it comes down to, is like, there's no fucking point. And like, you could say that of all remakes, but I would disagree, because like, I just think you can't go, what animation does for the medium, live action just can't do.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how you put it. And I just think that's just a total fucking waste of time.
There are things live action can do and animation can't. And I think that we need to like really like hone in on what that is. Like animation, you can have a lot more fun with movement and character design, and but with live action, like that, it's better suited for like more dramatic things. Like you can focus on character expression and everything. That's why like what they're the sequence in the new Lilo and Stitch I like. I think I told you and Brie about this. Is there is more time between when they adopt Stitch and the beach scene, which was changed, but that's neither nor there. And there's more focus on basically Stitch like observing Lilo and learning, and he's still acting the way he does, but it shows this gradual like maybe I don't want to be a little shit. Like you actually get to see him, his little curiosity, and it show Lilo like getting a little frustrated but being a little happy. That little sequence to me is the best part of the movie because it got to show like the benefits of like showing Lilo and Nani's emotions during this whole ordeal, and that and I think it's a great part of the movie. It's like probably the best part of the movie, which is sad in my opinion, but like there's nothing wrong with doing live action remakes. It's just there's a problem with doing them as often as they are now, and apparently it's a shame because the recent movies that Disney Pixar are doing that are original, like apparently Elio, everyone who's gone to see it thought it was like, wow, that's actually a pretty solid fucking movie.
That's what some people were telling me too. I had some people come through my line at work the other day and they were saying that it was really good. They just were shocked that it came out because they didn't even know it was a thing.
Yeah.
That movie, I thought that movie was coming out next year. And then I found out that no, it came out a week ago.
Yeah. The marketing,
like that movie got no advertising.
Yeah. The marketing is going all towards the live action shit, and then everything is just for like Elio and like Turning Red and Soul and all these other movies that are like amazing are like getting the back end of the deal. I think the only semi-original movie that has a chance of being good that's going to get a lot of marketing is Zootopia 2. but even then,
Yeah.
it's and that's
They have the furry community in on that, dude.
yeah,
Like, it's gonna make its money. It's like Star Wars.
yeah. This is
They're just gonna the money is printed based on the percentage of the population.
given this and the other piece of news we're going to talk about a little just a bit. Like I'm sharing your sentiment of I hate like general audiences, and I feel like movie
Generally.
producers, directors are like starting to pull the exact wrong lesson from how box offices have been behaving these last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but to move on to something a little different. Speaking of Batman earlier, the script is done for Robert Pattinson Batman 2.
Let's heckin' go.
That is
About darn
huge.
time. Proud of you, Mr. Reeves.
That is huge. It's huge.
I am so fucking excited for that movie.
I I know that they're doing like Elseworld stuff for basically Robert Pattinson's Batman, so it's going to have his own, I guess, less comic booky,
Mhm.
more noir focused.
Yeah, and it's gonna be its own thing. You don't need to
My
watch anything else.
Yeah, like if it's not going to be mandatory viewing, the only thing that might happen if it comes to it, which let's be real, I think if the new DCU does well, which it might, there's going to be
I think, yeah.
there's going to be a non-0% chance that after a few years they're going to do like a Crisis on Infinite Earth style thing. But even in that event, it would be more of like a reference, like a cameo from him in like a background, like a la the Flash movie, than anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like maybe a line of dialogue, but even then, you wouldn't need to watch the movies. You just need to be aware of the character at that point. But
Hopefully not in a CG cameo without the actor's consent.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and it looks like a fucking PS2 game.
Nicholas
But
Cage.
Look, all I'm saying is that they got the same cinematographer from the Flash to do Superman, so we're gonna see what happens, man.
fucking Flash, man. But with Batman, my hope for these, I know we got the teaser for the Joker at the end of it. I really hope they lean more on villains that are more about testing his mental fortitude than his physical, or just really leaning on the mystery aspect. Like the villain group that I want to see portrayed in a Batman movie is the Court of Owls.
That's what everyone else wants out of this one too. Yeah.
Like,
They would have to, but they also have to set it up from a long way. Like it's gonna have to take a while to get the correct setup for it because that was going on for a while before it became an official thing. I thought.
Okay, so I know the director said that they didn't tease a sequel, but he's kind of lying there, because in this first movie, people did like a few shots of like the credits and when they did noir stuff, and there's several shots where there's like a silhouette looking over everything to create like this weird subtle imagery of like a looming shadow over Gotham that even Batman doesn't currently see.
Uh-huh.
Like which
I'm
is
aware of this.
like there people analyze a few shots, like it's one of those things that it's not just a trailer shot. It comes out, it's mostly towards the end of the movie, like during like city shots or whenever it's like at clues, and I think it's the big ones in the credits. But it's like these things kind of happened, and I think it was initially put there to guys kind of imply like there's always like a dark mystery in Gotham, but you could very easily twist that again to say like there's always something even deeper beyond the surface. Marconi was just the beginning, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and they could just take this rabbit hole deeper because they've also already established everything with Arkham Asylum and like a hit Bruce Wayne's mom. I would not be surprised if we start seeing characters like Hugo Strange, Victor Zsasz, like all these like general serial killers, psychologists, and just mystery related.
Dude, I would fucking kill for Hugo Strange to be played by Dave Bautista. I would murder someone to make sure that happens.
Oh my god. Make him look like he does in the Arkham games. Give him those goofy ass gloves.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, man. Go ham with it. I want to see that, and he'd do it.
Oh,
It would work.
Like, there's so much potential, and now that I wholly trust Robert Pattinson's going to do well as Batman. Like,
Oh yeah,
I trust.
He's already proved himself.
Yeah, and I know they have the Joker. I think they should include him, but he should never be a primary antagonist.
I think he should be like the Hannibal Lecter.
Yes, he should be the Hannibal Lecter.
Because I think they're already doing that, and with the deleted scene they had going on that went around, it looks like that might be what they're going for his character. Because I agree, I'm like, hey, we get a Joker every single time, and it's really hard to top the ones, except for one that that will do well. But yeah, I don't think that Joker should be one of the main antagonists in this current. I feel like we've seen enough of that. Now, if you give me a fucking good ass Mr. Freeze somehow and make that work in that,
dude, I would love that so much. Like I imagine
people are thinking it might be there's a strong chance it could be him for the next movie.
I'd see it. I imagine the third movie, it ends with basically Batman dismantling the Court of Owls, and they give him this warning. It's like, without us keeping order, the city will descend into chaos. You don't know this dominoes effect of basically just the theme is Batman just resetting to zero, but opening the door to even more chaos. And then the ending climax of the credits, which they never follow up on, is the Joker escaping Arkham.
Oh.
Because everyone knows the Joker and everyone knows what he's going to do. We don't need a movie to explain it. We like Batman has basically solved all the mysteries and now shit's getting real. And like this is, we all know what awaits after this. Okay. I that's how I would do it.
Okay. Like, you're cooking there with that one. I'll give you that. Either way, I'm excited for it.
It's I am
Batman
too,
2, Electric Boogaloo.
Like there's a lot of things coming out, and like I know one piece of news I'm waiting to really cover again. There's a lot of things that are in production right now. That I'm just like, I want to talk about them more, but I need more details before I really talk about them again. Like Godzilla Supernova and all this other shit.
I know.
But now we're gonna.
Movies take time. It's bullshit.
And I know, right? Why can't they just do like Japan in the 50s and make a movie in 2 months?
Yeah. Like actually from day one from pre-production all the way to it getting in theaters, right. 2 months.
God. Yeah. And then we're back to my sour mood. Okay. Talk about things that upsetty spaghetti. Michael Bay is back.
And stronger than ever.
The prodigal jester has returned.
Not in the producer seat, in the director's seat. Because The Last Night was so good.
No, it wasn't.
Are we going to do a sequel to Transformers 1? No! Michael Bay needs to direct another Transformers movie. I hate general audiences. Eat a dick.
I hate general audiences. And I hate Paramount.
Yeah.
For making Transformers 1 a flop.
Like, the bigger fuck you to this, to me, is Transformers 1 was good, but also the live-action Transformers movies that came out after Bay stepped back to the producer seat, they started getting better. Like, Bumblebee was good, and Rise of the Beast, I think, was pretty fucking decent.
Yeah, why couldn't we bring Stephen DeKnight back? Wasn't he the one who did Bumblebee?
I think so. I don't know.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah.
Beeblebum.
And that just to me raises the question: like, is he going to do a continuation? Travis Knight. Like, is he going to continue the storyline of Last Night? Which, because we're spoiler alert. Because I actually, one of the episodes about a month or two ago, I was talking about the 5 Transformers, the 5 Bayformers he directed, and have you seen Transformers: The Last Night?
Not since last night. No, I've
Eh,
actually never watched it.
don't. It's not worth. It is. That is.
I heard.
This is the one series that I can like absolutely say it gets worse as it goes. The first two, I think, even though they're not objectively good movies, they're fun. I will happily rewatch the first two. The other three, though, just worse and more boring, and even more boring and more pointless. And by the way, Earth is Unicron.
Well, thank you. I really don't need to watch the movie now.
No, it is a spoiler that
that
even non-Transformers fans saw. I know it's a spoiler and I hate giving spoilers, but even non-Transformers fans would see that and go, well, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, that's stupid. Yeah, no, it doesn't. No, that's why I'm like, what the fuck? Well, that's all I need to know about the movie to be like, no, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It
And
was
If you can
Unicron
make the
all
fucking
along.
50-year-old man children question something like that,
yeah.
you fucked up, dude. Like, Christ.
And the whole selling point of the movie, the whole like Optimus Prime he is a villain now. He doesn't fight anybody. He's a villain for half a second. He just like arrives back on Earth and like, oh wait a minute, I'm not a villain. It's so stupid. It ends
Not a
up
villain.
Well,
the-
that's 5 minutes of movie we'll never get back.
Yeah. The only reason to watch the movie is to watch Anthony Hopkins curse out people on a submarine.
I did like watching that scene of him getting fucking ragdolled by the one Transformer.
The only good scenes in Last Night involve Anthony Hopkins and his magical murder butler. Oh, actually, no. You know what the biggest fuck you in Last Night is? Because I'm stuck on this again. There is a scene where they like hijack the submarine and they take it to the water and like, sir, where'd they go? The submarine jumped into the water. It's a transformer. The submarine never transforms.
What the hell?
I didn't see this movie in theaters, and even I want a refund.
Yeah. It's like you're gonna use the transformer excuse and not actually have it transform. You know how much I want to see like a fucking submarine like transform into like a weird rough like Jacques Cousteau like fucking sailor dude shooting torpedoes at Decepticons? That sounds sick. But but he's back.
Yeah. So, okay. I'm going to defend Mr. Bay here because I think visually I like his movies.
Yeah.
I just think the dude, like, and I'll even argue, like Zack Snyder, needs a good writer. Because if you allow them to write it or get someone incompetent to write their stuff, it all falls apart. You know?
Yeah, and I'll soft agree with that. Like if they have the writer, like the writing crew from like Rise of the Beast, and they just continue that story, but just have a few of just the obligatory Bay shots for me to roll my eyes at, I think I'll live and I'll probably end up seeing it. But it's just a big question on like. Is this going to be a new continuity? Is he going to continue his? Is he going to continue the other continuity? And the bigger question is, why can't we get a Transformers 1 sequel? Like,
dude, like they absolutely sabotaged that movie because that like they got no advertising whatsoever. Like I didn't even know about it until word of mouth hit me from that funny guy on Twitter that is like the biggest fan of that movie and just tweets every day. It'd be like, oh, this movie made this much money. He's like, oh man, you know what else could make this much money if you guys go in to go see it? Transformers 1.
Oh my god.
It's still in theaters.
I just heard about that guy from
Dude,
Pointless Hunt.
I love that guy. He knows exactly what's up and what he likes. And like, he is like, I hate watching his understandably so meltdown on Twitter though of hearing all this news about all this. He's like, okay, but like, what if you got the writer of Transformers 1 to do it and let him direct it? I was like, is this because this is the only way that's going to appease me without actually getting a Transformers 2?
yeah.
A Transformers 1-2, if you will.
Because let's be real, God, you're gonna have to send me this guy's stuff because I need to. I'm gonna have to get a fucking Twitter account for this shit.
Don't.
You're not missing much. I'm only on here to watch the random right wing meltdowns. It's great.
You'll never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really a good one point about this whole thing. General audiences, man. This was a move to recapture general audiences, and I really think that between Lilo and like the outcry for Lilo and Stitch is they changed so much, and then the writers seems to be like, "Oh guys, we're gonna bring back Gantu and Stitch," and they're just gonna be like the whole thing feel pointless. This all feels like a last ditch play on Hollywood and like big companies to just rekindle the things that worked, even the ones that didn't work, but they think they did because it made money.
Wait, didn't they tease a crossover
In Rise of the Beast? They did. They showed there was
with G.I. Joe?
They did, and that's why I want.
Do you think this is the next movie they're working on?
I think that's
No.
the most likely. I think that's the most likely. Like, I know you say no,
And Michael Bay is fucking directing it, and like this. Oh my god.
yeah. Which
I know that might be a bit of a reach, but I feel like at the same time, like we're seeing crossovers being a really big moneymaker.
Yep. I'd say like the most likely thing is this is a continuation of Rise of the Beasts, and it's going to be more focused on like the Autobots establishing their war on Earth with the help of GI Joe, and maybe he'll get a fucking GI Joe standalone movie. I don't fucking know.
or at least a good GI Joe standalone movie.
God, we need one of those bad. Why don't you focus on making a good G.I. Joe movie before you start actually, I don't know, doing crossovers with it? No.
I mean, the second one had its moments.
It did.
But as a whole, nah.
You can't say, yeah, the sequel in that really awful trilogy was actually the better of all of them. It doesn't really roll off the tongue very well.
The best GI Joe series that ever happened after the original series was Evil Con Carne on Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
it was like a parody of GI Joe and stuff like it. I don't know. I'm just being a shitter.
Shit.
Because instead of Cobra, you had Hector Con Carne.
Oh my gosh. That'd be the odd live action remake they decide to do.
Dude, if they start doing live action remakes of Cartoon Network shows, I'm going to hurt somebody. I will not be able to contain, because the only show on the entirety of Cartoon Network that might work in live action is Samurai Jack, but even then it's a non-starter to me because that show is so like intertwined with its animation and its visual storytelling. Like, it has to be experienced a certain way. Like, it's just but it's just
I like that.
It's
I had a thought, but now I lost it.
It's okay.
Oh, better get it.
Well, we could think of there's 2 more bits of news, but we could talk about the next one first. 50 Cent, Blood on the Sand.
Are they making a movie of that?
No, but 50 Cent is totally going to be Balrog in the new Street Fighter.
Genuinely don't care. No, if it's not the 50 Cent Blood on the Sand movie adaptation, don't care.
When I saw this news, I'm still going to get over it. This is how I found out. Okay, it's not how I found out, but it's how I was reminded. That's probably a more accurate statement, because I even made a big deal about it when I talked about when that one show they did where they announced all the movies coming out in 2026. Street Fighter was on the list, so back then I knew they were doing a Street Fighter movie, and then I just kind of forgot, and then I was reminded when I saw on the news the other day, 50 Cent will play Balrog, and I was just, what?
Huh? He can do that?
What?
I mean, good for him.
And I just love that was how you found out about there being an adaptation, because I found out when the fucking Philippou brothers were supposed to be on it. Racker for those who used to watch YouTube back in the day. And I know like they got really good what is it? They had like a really good track record so far with well, I say they put out a movie that was really well received. I think it was called like what the hell was that horror movie called? Um
Hmm.
shit.
I'm Googling it now.
While he's googling
Talk
that,
to me.
talk to. Oh, yeah. The hand, the weird little ceramic hand. Yeah.
And then they are doing Bring Her Back, but apparently they were supposed to do they were attached to Street Fighter.
I think that could be why. I don't want to like. I think they could do it, but I think from a studio perspective, and I know it's all studio except bullshit, but I do see where they're coming from. If that's why, is they probably saw these guys as, hey, y'all know what you're doing with horror, so I want to make sure you know how to do action before we give you something like Street Fighter, because all those kind of fan movies are a big deal. Like if that's what it was, like the big deciding factor, part of me kind of sees it. I still think it's bullshit, but it's a lot more, I guess, justifiable than other decisions. I guess I don't know.
Oh, apparently they left of their own accord, according to this.
They weren't asked to leave. They just left.
They left because they felt they would fuck it up.
Oh, you know what?
They're like, we're hesitant to do anything IP because if we fuck it up, we're gonna be known for that forever, kind of thing.
You know what?
They
Good
like,
on
we're just
them.
gonna stick to. I'm with them on that. Like that is a totally fair and valid reason to not want to do it.
Yeah, good.
Especially
on
with
them
how much vitriol like people are getting these days.
dude.
We'll get to that later.
Oh yes.
Like I hope they referenced. I hope there's like a lot of references, like how the whole naming thing with Street Fighter. How like there's Vega, Mike Bison, and all like you know, and we have like M Bison as like the main villain, but there was a whole naming mix up, and actually like Balrog is supposed to be Mike Bison because for obvious reasons. Like
Mike Bison.
Yeah, that's what it was in the Japanese game. I think it'd be a fun little nod, like if they do have M Bison in this, which uh and yeah, I think it was Vega, Balrog, and M Bison basically all had their names switched around in the Japanese version. Vega was Balrog was no. Yeah, Vega was Balrog, Balrog was Mike Bison, and M Bison was Vega. And I'm kind of glad it did that weird little switcheroo because the names as they stand kind of work better.
Yeah.
Especially Vega. I'm sorry, I look at that character design and it, like you see just this Frenchman with the claws. It says, "Oh, I am Balrog." What? That just doesn't feel right.
No, you're not.
Excuse me. Hold up.
But just like a little passive Easter egg of just the naming mix up, I think could be a fun little Easter egg. But when I showed this to my brother, his immediate response, because he actually does sumo, was like, where's brother? Brother, where's E Honda? I need E Honda, brother." Like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe they'll get an actual like sumo wrestler to play him.
Here, one can fucking hope.
They'll get Jake Gyllenhaal to play E.
Jake Gyllenhaal will play E Honda, and Scarlett Johansson will play Chun Li.
Oh God. The fact that
Also-
they're go ahead.
Also, are we just gonna start typecasting Jason Momoa as beastly characters now?
I think so.
Yeah, he should have been the alpha in 28 years later.
But considering the characters we see, like namely fucking Dan is in this, I really think that the focus
I
of
saw
this
that.
Yeah, I think the focus of this movie is going to be Ryu and Ken. I think in a weird way this is going to be a pseudo remake of that animated Street Fighter movie from the 80s. You know which one, that OVA?
Yeah.
Where it's going to kind of follow them trying to avenge their master lead to M. Bison and Akuma. And they meet like Chun-Li and Guile along the way. Because like Dan's really only affiliated with Sagat and Ryu. That's pretty much it. Like, so if it's just basically about their school and they just become intertwined in all this extra world crime BS, fuck it. Like I mean,
I'm for it. Why
yeah.
not?
Uh, we'll see. Like I want to see who's that. Was it Roman Reigns, the guy they got for Akuma?
Oh, let me see.
I know it was a wrestler. And also, side note,
Roman Reigns.
it is Roman Reigns. Okay, so also side note, I am extremely happy that a good chunk of the cast is either current or former wrestlers, or people that have worked on martial arts movies or have martial arts experience.
Yeah, basically like any kind of like stunt experience
Yes, I'm glad
on top of
that
that.
was the priority. Like, I think that's a very smart move, no matter what.
Yeah. No, that
I-
means they're taking it a little seriously at least.
yeah, like take it a little seriously, but if I were to have them do anything, in Street Fighter Five, they had like all like the weird, almost inky effect out of their hands, like the inky. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
bro. If they start adding impact frames to the fights and shit,
dude. If they start doing shit like that just during fights, go like don't go full Scott Pilgrim, but just during fights, you be just have, like impact frames, just like the impact dashes, and like do extra bursts of like the sound effects. So when a fist hits a chest, you hear the doosh.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
like if they start doing that, and if I hear a remix of fucking Guile's theme as one of the primary fights,
Yes.
like
Like saving the music for something as crazy as that.
yeah, like there is a way to do this right, and in a weird way, it involves just like it needs to be like 50% fight scenes. I know that sounds weird, but it's true.
No, it needs to be. You're absolutely right. It absolutely needs to be because otherwise it's just not going to it's just not going to hit as hard. Like I mean that's why the original I would argue the original Mortal Kombat movie did so well is because like they actually got people that
Yeah.
like they're doing here, you know, kind of did stunts and all that stuff, especially the guy that played like Liu Kang and all that. Like he did like movies beforehand on top of that, and it was done by people who actually cared and whatnot. Yeah, did it deviate a lot from like lore and all that stuff? Yeah, but it was still a very serviceable movie.
Yeah. It's why like that recent Mortal Kombat movie they made, yes, it's technically more competently made than the earlier Mortal Kombat movies, but we're going to be talking about like the 90s Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat like Annihilation for much longer than we're going to be talking about the other one.
Yeah,
And
because yeah, that last one what really wasn't all that good, and I really hope that the previews that I was hearing about.
like everything looks right. Last time, so I did the tier list. We talked briefly about it. Like everything looks right because they showed like Shao Kahn, Katana, and a Return of Scorpion, and what was his name? Luke Cage? Not Luke Cage.
Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage. Yeah. Luke Cage is Marvel, but Johnny.
Yeah.
And Johnny Cage. Everyone looks the part. Like I'm not as big on Mortal Kombat. I'm a little bit bigger on Street Fighter. Like fighting games are not my forte. Like I am a button masher when I play them. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It's like I could be okay at Smash Bros. It's kind of my wheelhouse. But it but like as far as like lore and everything, I am more fascinated by Street Fighter than I am Mortal Kombat because Mortal Kombat gets fucking complicated. But this is just an
it's okay. They rebooted and they somehow made it worse in Mortal Kombat. So
no, we'll see what happens with this. I hope they actually cast their Ryu and Ken's master. Was it Goken? Is the big bearded dude?
yeah.
I hope they just get the buffest old dude they find as Goken and just give him a beard.
We should get J.K. Simmons to be Goku.
I was just about to make that J.K. Simmons
Oh,
is
he
Goku.
didn't like that.
Dude. You gotta hit him with a Shoryuken and then give him pictures of Spider-Man.
Well, can we tech those? And he fucking like throws them.
What was the drum
Just
line?
starts using like fucking video game terms.
Holy shit. Oh, dude. I am optimistic about what this could be, but like it's a cautious optimism until I learn more. Like the casting weirded me out at first, but the more I look at this, more like no, like if I sit even 50 Cent as Balrog, when I sit and think about it, I'm like that kind of fits though. Like I could see it,
Yeah. No, I'm for it.
but we'll see. Now the last piece of news, it's kind of yep. The last piece of news is there was two trailers that came out for Fantastic Four Superman. I was going to talk about them both separately, but to avoid
You'll have to
spoilers,
drag Mr. Griffin back in.
what happened to Griffin?
He, I guess, that got disconnected.
No problemo. I will get him. There we go. All right.
Hello.
There we go.
Testing.
But yes, so Fantastic Four, Superman, they both got new trailers. They both had things that some people don't like. Before we get into the big news isn't so much like what happens in the trailers. If you don't want to spoil it in the movie, I think both of them a little bit, much more so Superman, like start to like get into like maybe this is a bit spoilery territory about what happens later in the movie. So I won't go into too much detail about it, but there are small scenes that are nothing burgers that I definitely won't spoil because I think I would have preferred to experience it on the big screen, and I hope when you see it in a Superman in theaters, you see this and just have a good time. But there's this weird trend that people have just are just like doubling down. They have just decided that Superman's going to be awful, and now that's extending to Fantastic Four, and just suddenly everyone's like, "Yeah, man, that early like '90s that late '90s Fantastic Four movie was like the best Fantastic Four will ever be." Like,
No, it wasn't.
was it good though?
No, they weren't. I didn't hate them as much as everyone else did, but no, they weren't good.
Like, it's the best of the Fantastic Four movies up to this point, but that's because most of the
Yeah.
Fantastic Four movies up to this point they're bad. I'm
Also,
sorry.
yeah, also Fan-4-Stick.
It's like,
His
look,
actual ass. I didn't even watch it. I don't want to.
propaganda.
I don't want to form my own opinion. I know it's ass.
Okay, look, the Roger Corman Fantastic Four movie, no. The 2005, I believe, movie, I like that one. It at least feels like Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
because they leaned into the goofiness of it.
The Silver Surfer sequels,
yeah,
it exists.
like
It sure does, doesn't it? Do you like Cloud Galactus? Yeah, Cloud Galactus. No. We're getting actual Galactus, and now shut up. I want hear nothing. Argument invalid.
Yeah, like that.
Get out of here with that.
Galactus.
They actually built a set for his actor to walk through it.
Wait, did they? I didn't know that.
Oh,
that's fucking dude.
If they did, that's incredible.
Okay,
yeah, they did.
That just basically validates my choice because I was going to see one of these in IMAX because I had an upper like one IMAX showing, and I ultimately decided on Fantastic Four because of Galactus. Like it really was like, do I want to see Galactus in IMAX or do I want to see the undoubtedly awesome cinematography tied with Superman's flying scenes in IMAX? And it was a close call.
But ultimately, if we're gonna see Galactus done right, we're gonna see it right.
It leaned on Galactus because I have seen other Superman movies, and I've seen him do fly scenes in IMAX, and they look good. I've never seen a good Galactus in theater, so I want it to be like so. But that being said, like the Snyder Bros are also the problem. There are instances in both of these movies that seem to lean on they are going to be more lighthearted. They're going to be more comic booky is the word that comes to mind because any word could be a verb if you word hard enough.
So it's going to be like Superman.
Yeah, like if I were to like put all the trailers for Superman together and describe the tone, it's like somewhere straight in between the animated Justice League cartoon from the early 2000s and the Golden Age comics. The tone is like right in the middle there.
With a little bit of the Richard Donner films sprinkled in.
A little bit, yeah. So like it's goofy and lighthearted, but this is very clearly a Superman that can and will. He'll get mad. He'll be serious when he needs to be. And like I'm excited. I have my own reservations about it, but I want to see it first. Like I told people this when we talked about the first trailer. I think like there's the whole like interview scene where he's like he kind of starts raising his voice a bit. Like that doesn't feel right to me. It's like I hope this isn't a Superman that gets angry all the time, or at least not. At least if when the scenes he's angry, I hope it's justified. I want to see how it's done more than anything. But it's I don't know. I didn't and Griffin, have you seen the new trailer so you know what like the one scene that everyone just lost their freaking mind over for some reason?
Um, I don't think I've seen the new Superman trailer. I think I've been avoiding that because I'm just like,
Then
okay,
avoid
I feel
it.
like I've
I'm already
seen
gonna go
enough.
see it. I don't want to watch anymore. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I was
Mr.
the same way.
Gunn, you,
Then-
you don't need to convince me anymore.
Okay,
Yeah.
no. I was gonna reference something, and if you had seen it, then if you haven't, I won't reference it. There is something in the scene that's it's such a nothing burger. It's such a nothing burger of a moment that just feels like, oh, hey, that's neat. But people are like, why is this happening in my superhero movie? And it's just like, well, you answered your own question. It's a fucking superhero movie. Like,
I bet you it's all Snyderverse fans bitching about it, and I fucking hate Snyderverse fans.
it absolutely is. It absolutely is. Like, so many people are already blamming the movie. And I already saw like an early projection because like they already have records of people already buying tickets, and with tickets that have already been purchased, they are projecting at least 135 million on opening weekend.
Oh my god.
Not bad, not bad.
Like again,
Snyderverse fans stay losing.
yeah, and again, that number is going to get higher because those are that's basically a projection based off of like these are tickets that are already bought. We're not even like counting tickets that will be bought like during matinees or day of or anything like that. So
Right.
like that number is going to be higher, and then that trend's going to stick because like July is packed with movies, but like we're going to have Jurassic World. I think Jurassic World is going to have a decent enough opening weekend, and then once Superman comes out, so them releasing on the 3rd is the best possible thing Jurassic World could do. What comes out mid-July? I gotta look this up real quick. There is a movie coming out. Let's see, July 2025 theater releases. Theater releases. Is it F1? No,
No, F1's already out.
F1's already out. Yeah. So yeah, Superman's coming out on the 11th. The week after that. Okay, yeah, it's one of the movies that we're getting a trailer for, which is a whole lot of nothing. Yeah,
Oh.
the two big movies that are coming out the week after Superman. There's the new Smurfs movie, which, sorry,
Oh, okay.
that ain't gonna compete with nothing. And I Know What You Did Last Summer, which spoilers for the trailers we're gonna talk about, but
Serious.
I watched the trailer
question.
for that today at the movie.
yeah, it looks like how it looks like the other ones. I don't know.
It looks like this is going to be a reboot of a 90s slasher movie in the similar vein of Scream.
The only thing that looks like it's coming out that it's going to get a theater release that I hope gets enough. And I'm not saying I want this to be wildly successful. Like slight side note, but there's a documentary. Remember a show called Lamb Chop?
Yeah.
Kind of.
There's a documentary about the woman who basically made Lamb Chop it's called Sherry and Lamb Chop. It's a documentary about her. Like I love those little documentaries. They're clearly not trying to like outshine the box office. They're just like just gonna throw this in theaters. People want to watch it. I hope it does well enough because and that's releasing in kind of the blank weekend between Superman and Fantastic Four. Because once Fantastic Four comes out, like I think that's gonna dominate the box office. what I worry is I think people are going to use Fantastic Four dominating the box office as an excuse to see, for like Snyder fans especially, like, see, Superman's flopping. It's like, no, they were basically on top for 2 weeks in a row, and now everyone's seen it. Now everyone's going to see Fantastic Four. Like, that's all it is. And then the following week after, the biggest release is fucking, what's it called? Naked Gun.
Oh yeah.
So like some people are gonna go see Naked Gun, but other people might wait to see that. Like yeah, Naked Gun and the Bad Guys too. So like all the kids are gonna see the Bad Guys too, and all the adults are gonna see Naked Gun. And then if they want to see a movie together, it's gonna be Fantastic Four or Superman, depending on the kid. So like they're still gonna make money after. It's just their big Superman's biggest weekends are gonna be its first two. Fantastic Four is going to be its biggest weekend. I think is going to be its first one. So it's going to be an interesting summer. Because like these are the
enjoy it.
Yeah, I am as well.
We're cooked. We're eating good, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna have I have so many things to talk about. Like I already talked about. Like I have so many things to talk about for new release films. But like let's just get with like. Do y'all have any thoughts on like just how fans are with these movies and just?
Oh, it has to be another podcast for me to talk about my feelings on them.
Okay. Good to know.
I don't associate with fandoms anymore, dude, because they're so fucking like there's just always those people in those things that just ruin it, and it's just like that.
I'm with you there.
Yeah. It's like, this is the hill you're gonna die on. You think this is fucking Do you watch anything else?
People die on the weirdest fucking hills. Like
I know they could stay there away from us.
and if you try to come on my hill, I will push you off.
Yep. I guess next is I guess with that good change, we as I said before, we have two trailers to talk about. They're both kind of. I don't have a lot of thoughts on either of these, but yeah, two quick trailers. There's not a lot of things coming out. Like I said, there's the Sherry and Lamb Chop documentary that got a full actual trailer, but I mentioned this a while ago with the Cheech and Chong documentary. I don't really want to talk about trailers for the documentaries because going into detail about those, like if you're not actively interested in the subject matter of the documentary, there's no point in bringing it up to you.
Yeah.
Like I could talk about like up and down about the trailer for the Cheech and Chong. Like all I could say is I think that's happened. I think that it happening as a documentary and themed around just them taking one more car ride across America, like in their movies. Cool idea. That's where my thought process on it ends. And that's where that's where my thought process on a lot of these documentaries. They're not things I'm expressly interested in. Like movies are already niche and subjective. Documentaries like take that to the next fucking level. So, like you're not gonna you get it. But the first trailer, as we just mentioned previously, I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, well, what I do.
I don't. The only difference people have pointed out, and I trust their judgment on this because I'm kind of sure, is apparently this is the killer in this one seems to be like gorier, is like it's a bloodier version of the movie, which I'm just like, I guess I don't know. I'll take your word for it on that one, Chief.
Yeah. Wait, so they're just gonna go like, no, we're gonna make it more violent kind of thing, and that's just
that like people seem to be saying that like apparently based off of the trailers they've seen. I've seen like a few like posts on like Reddit and like all different movie review sites that this movie appears to be just a generally gorier and more violent version of the movie, which I'm just like I don't know enough about the original to make that claim, or if people are just being hopeful for nothing. I don't know.
I mean, I guess it's better than them getting like supernatural like they did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. like I didn't watch the I've watched the very first one, and I will say I didn't hate it. Like I'm not the biggest like horror slasher guy. I will watch them and appreciate them for what they are.
Yeah.
I like the twist in the first one, but the way the twist is, it really feels like it should have stayed a one and done. You know?
Yeah, no, it should have.
So like if it I, this is gonna be a weird parallel. I feel for this movie like I feel for the Karate Kid. Like if all these sequels, all this shit didn't happen, and it was just this remake of that old '90s slasher, and there's nothing in between, I think I'd be more open to seeing this. Be like, oh, okay, we're like doing this again. Everything seems true to form. It's like I know the story is generally going to be, but hey, let's see if they get up the ante a
You
little
know
bit.
what? Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, with how horror be, then like kind of I don't know. It's hard for yeah, it's hard for me to get excited for this. You know.
Yeah, horror is definitely because it's so subjective, and it's also like they seem to be very hit or miss a little more often than other genres
Yeah, like
in terms of pleasing people. You know.
the only horror movie, and it's another trailer I didn't bring up because the new trailer, I think it's a good trailer, but the movie called Weapons, like that's
I'm
a
excited for that one.
yeah, that one. Like I don't mind horror. Like I don't actively go out of my way to watch it, but if I'm going to watch a horror movie, I want it to be something new. I want to like I want to like give me a new kind of terror. Give me a good story. Like Weapons looks good, and I will. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion. I will still hold the first Paranormal Activity is decent. Only the first one.
I think yeah, I think a lot of people probably feel the same way about it. I'm surprised they're still making them.
Yeah, like
That blew my mind.
The only times I've ever been like um I'll be like somewhat admiring what they do with Paranormal Activity. Again, the first one, because you watch it, it's very subdued, and like some of the shots they get are pretty unsettling. Like, it's less about like the scenes where like the invisible force pulls her out of the bed. That doesn't scare me. It's the closing shot of her just staring blankly on her porch swing, on blinking, blood on her face, and just like that. Oh, that is unsettling to me. Like how it ends in this unsettling note. The other one that I don't, it wasn't as good of a movie by no metric, but I think it was the third one. It utilized the camera. It's like that panning camera that goes back and forth.
Yeah.
They had fun with some of the shots in that. Like, and I got to applaud. Like, damn, like you tried.
Sorry,
to,
I want to sneeze, but it won't come out.
No, you're good. But other than that, like, but I want them to be like so many more like unique horror movies. Like it's everything's going back to remake discussion, I swear. But I don't mind them
That's what it goes back
remaking.
to.
I don't mind them remaking these movies, but they need to do it right and they need to do it. Actually, you know what movie was kind of a pseudo remake slash sequel that did really well, but we kind of just stopped talking about it because it did well and people only want to be outraged?
What?
Candyman.
I still need to go watch that.
It was good. It was very good. If you've watched the first Candyman, like that's the only one you really have to watch because it's basically a pseudo remake sequel to that. And
Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard a lot of people went into it really disappointed because there really wasn't much of a body count. And I'm like, did you watch the original one? Because that's not the point of Candyman.
Okay, yeah, no. A horror movie doesn't have to have a body count for it to be a good fucking movie. Like, I'm sorry, that's just a very narrow-minded perspective. Like,
it is.
It's
stupid.
Like, I'm sorry, your movie can't be on James H. Denise's kill count, but it doesn't mean it isn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the like I Know What You Did Last Summer. The whole reason I do think the first one was pretty okay had nothing to do with the body count, had everything to do with the mystery and intrigue part of it.
Yes.
Like those kind of slashers were fine. That's why like I want to, obviously, like with every movie, I want this to be good. It's just the track record tied to horror remakes, the fact that like this trailer isn't doing anything to convince me otherwise. Like I if I see this, it'll be on streaming, and I won't be expecting a whole lot.
That's usually not a good thing. But yeah, I agree. No, no, no. No, I'm with you on that. It 100% is one of those things where I'm like, I'm not gonna go on my way to go see it in theaters, but if it comes on the stream, I'll be like, yeah, sure, let's watch it.
I'd rather see Bambi the Reckoning in theaters.
Right.
Like yeah, the like
Which
the fucking Blood
says
and
something.
Honey, like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and all those fucking like movies like Peter Pan, Neverland Nightmare, and all of those. They're
Mhm.
stupid, but at least they're a fun stupid.
Yeah.
uh, yeah, I'm like, staring at the list of movies, but no, moving on because like I the other movie I guess I guess I feel similarly to is one that I is getting no marketing, but unlike something like Transformers One, I could kind of see why is Xeno.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. You saw the trailer and you saw why it's probably not getting a whole lot of marketing.
yeah. I
It-
saw that Kevin Hart was producing it. I think he should have gave a couple
oh,
more dollars.
he should have played the alien.
He should. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's small enough.
He's small enough. Yeah. Gosh.
Yeah, no, it looks cheap, and not in a good way.
It's what gets me is the alien design. Like I so full disclosure, like if I do a full YouTube series about the movies and stuff, I know what it's going to be about. I would lock in on like creature design in movies and just creatures in movies. I love it's my biggest passion in terms of media. Like, but this creature design, it feels so similar to just the new go-to alien design in movies. Like for decades, we
The
just had
hunched over quadrupedal.
like two vestigial arms, kind of like
Yeah.
this the same thing is from Super 8, the same thing from John Carter of Mars, the same as the Mutos. This this general design we could trace back to movies for like the last 2 decades. The same thing as fucking Cloverfield. Like it's
See, that's why I first thought of it. Is it looks like fucking Cloverfield
like I am over now.
monster.
Now here's the thing: this movie could save itself if this is tied to the Cloverfield multiverse, and this is like a newborn of the Cloverfield monster, and then just basically ends the Cloverfield style apocalypse. If it does that, forget everything I just said. 10 out of
Yeah, yeah,
10.
no, I yeah, 10 out of 10. I will rescind everything that was said.
Yeah, but like this really just feels like an ET with some more like it's trying to be more fucked up instead of actually being more fucked up. You know?
Uh huh.
It I don't know. It I know you said it looks bad. I can't I don't know if I can say it looks bad. It
I
doesn't
mean,
look good. It doesn't.
right. Like but it's just like it's really clear. It's just like okay, they put a lot of work into the animating the little guy,
Yeah.
but the writing wasn't doing it any favors either. Was the big one. And
And
like and then how it was filmed and like down to the cinematography, it looked really cheap too.
oh dude, like there if you want to make a guy like that and make him scary and make him unique, like they didn't have to go this hard on just like mocap suits and everything. Like this could be a weird take. Have you seen the movie Attack the Block?
Yes, I love that one.
Dude, the aliens in that one, those are some kick-ass alien monsters. Yes, they're
Yes,
basically
yes,
just
they were.
yes, they're just basically like gorillas with glowing mouths, little dog fangs and
Mhm.
shit. But the fact that they basically affected it so their fur was like that true black that just blends with everything.
Yeah,
Like just
make
those
him like efficient in the dark
yeah.
or stealthy.
Yeah, like because when you get right down to it, they're basically just apes with dog jaws that were had like perfect black fur and glowing mouths. That's it. Simple design, and I remember that and like it more than this. Like Like we're not in the 80s anymore. You don't have to overcomplicate these designs anymore.
Yeah. You can do what you want.
Yeah. I really think this is going to go by the wayside, and people are going to watch it thinking like, I'd rather just watch ET again. I really think that's going to be the comparison movie for this. That or Stranger Things,
Oh boy.
which
I'm willing to watch it at least once.
yeah, I'm willing to give it a shot. It's just it's not. Eh, I don't know. It's just not quite doing it for me as much as I would like it to. Because especially because this is the kind of movie like considering the kind of movies I love, Super 8, Godzilla, etc. When I see this concept and everything, and I was like, this. I feel like I should be loving this movie, but I'm not. Watching this trailer is not filling me with hype. It's just like I've seen everything this is doing before, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Right. It just seems so derivative.
Yeah. And yeah, again, I'd love to be wrong, but and yeah, like I am definitely more likely to watch this than I Know What You Did Last Summer, like just on a whim to try it. But I don't know. But with that, will bring us to new and recent films, and there's a lot to talk about. Oh, I have a lot of films. I'm gonna try to narrow it down. Oh, I mentioned one in passing that we talked about earlier. What was it? Oh gosh, do you remember? Because I have
We've talked about so many movies.
I know, like it's one I said it's fine, but there's two primarily I wanted to talk about on my list that I've seen recently. Uh, one, um, I'm gonna get this out of the way now because thinking about this movie, like I tried to watch something on a whim. I didn't know what to expect. I just felt like watching something a little more, let's watch something more dramatic, something a little more serious. I've heard good things about it. Thought I'd give this movie a shot. And the more I think about it, I'm like, this has become one of my favorite non-monster movies of all fucking time. Because this movie, for the first time in a long time, like not jokingly, legitimately made me ugly cry like a bitch.
Oh.
Which one?
A Man Called Otto.
Okay.
It is really good. And I mean really good. Like the end of this movie,
Oh, this one.
yeah, it is. Oh my gosh. The movie touches on very dark themes. Like I'm still kind of conflicted about like why the film hit me as hard as it did. Because even like I got to a point where like I was ugly crying. I'm like, what the, why am I why is oh god.
What is getting at me?
Yeah, like legitimately, like but now like and this is a just full disclosure, content warning, the movie does tackle some very dark topics. There are parts of it that are hopeful, there are parts of it that are very like lighthearted. But there are also like some imagery, there's also some just straight up discussions that are pretty fucked to say the least.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to spoil what these are because a few of them are right at the beginning, and once you realize like what Otto's trying to do with his time, the movie goes like, oh, this looks like oh, like it goes places. It's a movie about like interpersonal relationships. It's a movie about life. It's a movie about legacy. It's it is just so good. It's on Hulu. Anyone who has streaming, if you prepare yourself for a cry and watch it, oh my, it is so good. I cannot understate how much I this has become one of my favorite movies of all time now.
I'm gonna have to get that watch now.
Oh,
And this is on Netflix?
I think it's on
Oh,
Hulu.
it's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Hulu.
Let me double check to confirm because it's on one of the two.
Yes, it's on Hulu.
Yeah. Like, but yeah, like it's good for a while, but then the end, man, it hits you, and then the credits, it just adds this like it makes it a little happier, but it still makes it bittersweet. It just oh god,
I
no,
see.
just all the little details in between. It just uh, I feel I got to know this man called Otto, like on a deep personal level. It's just it, it is a satisfying watch, but if I think about that movie too hard, I think I might actually cry again. So I'm gonna like, oh,
Oh no.
Well, speaking of Netflix, was it that K-pop Demon Hunters or whatever? Was that the one you were talking about that you wanted to talk about?
yes, I did watch that. A lot of people who have seen it, it's blowing up on like Facebook, it's blowing up on like YouTube, and people talking about it, and everyone's talking about this one character and a little side character, and all these little like all the boy band and the K-pop stars and all these other blah, blah, blah. The movie's good for my. I think it's good. It's not as good as what everyone's claiming. Everyone's just like S tier. This movie is good. I'm just like A minus, B plus. It's good.
It was good.
It was good.
It was good.
It's not that good. Like
Yeah.
it has for me it has a few clear flaws, but they don't take away too much from the movie. They just it just makes so it's not like the best thing ever. It weirdly enough, it's not the animation that's the problem because like yeah, it has that Spider-Verse style animation, but they do enough with character design and motion where it does start to evoke things more like manga and manhwa that I'm kind of here for. So they do have a little more fun with the design in that regard. They just still use that frame skippy thing that Spider Verse did, which is
Yeah.
it's going to be the norm. Let's be real. Like going forward.
Oh yeah, no, it is. Yeah. That's also what like I'll also fucking watch your movie because honestly, it does take a little more know-how to actually make that look good.
Yeah.
And if it looks good, I'll be like, well, shit, you got me. I'm gonna watch your movie now.
Yeah. It and this movie looks good. It like I wasn't even looking at like the K-pop stuff to judge it. Like there's the flaws in it involve the writing and direction about us the stuff that happens later in the movie. I feel like there's the main three girls, and at some point the story goes to like we're going to focus on now one of these characters for the rest of the movie for no reason. And by the way, we're going to tell you about all these bad things that happened to them without showing you these bad things that happened to them. And I'm just like,
What the fuck? You ain't gonna take advantage for your animation medium, you piece of shit.
I'm not that angry about it, but it's like it's a few scenes like I really like if I saw some of these horrible things or got a little more like a clarification.
Maybe you have to outright show them.
Yeah, give me some more
You can
context.
still imply.
Yeah,
But like, fucking use your animation medium. Use your
Yeah.
medium to your advantage. Don't fucking tell me.
yeah, like
Yeah, see it?
like I do
No.
feel like the film is maybe missing a few minutes of context, and it's like it
When I
is
watch it myself, I'll figure
yeah.
it out.
Because again, it's good. I know I'm talking some good smack on it, but like I just want to point like I think this is a flaw that it has that keeps it from being perfect. But it is a good movie. The animation is great. The songs, oh, bangers. The actors both like apparently they did their homework on just on all the languages where they basically just got like all these good singers, and for the most part they had just had these artists just re-sing the songs in multiple languages, which great touch.
Very
But,
good.
And like all the actors sound like just sound their part. There is some known actors from like you have like from Squid Game and all these other things that people know now.
Square.
they got Squid Game, Squid Man versus Korean Joker. That's what me and Nick. But no, like it's I without going into spoilers, it's worth a watch. It is absolutely worth like taking like it's only like an hour and a half, and and I feel weird saying this because I do like it when movies like are shorter, but I really feel like this movie could have been a little bit longer to give us some more context on some of the later scenes. Like I know what I would personally change, but I'd rather not talk about that in detail until it's been out for a while and like we can kind of get past the statute of limitations on spoilers, you know?
Of course.
Uh,
AK when I watch it,
oh, and
which is me never.
I
No.
know I know one thing I want to talk about briefly, but I'm not going to go into detail because we're only 3 episodes in. I think, and I'm pretty sure me saying that may have tipped off Griffin to what I might mention. Ironheart.
Shit, I forgot that was out too. God damn, dude.
Yeah. Okay. First 3 episodes are out. So already these 3 episodes are pulling a lot of weight to make me understand Riri Williams as a character. Everything that it was, I think, missing from Wakanda Forever. So I understand her. I also understand her emotional journey, like where she's probably going to end up changing. Like you know how in a Miss Marvel, like she was a bit annoying at first because she was a kid, and throughout the series she actually had to learn about her roots and mature a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like this one, this the goal is clear. Like she's gonna have to like learn to open up and let people in. I won't go into more detail about what she's doing, like what happens to her, everything she spoils, but
There's
I, it's there.
let's just say we're about to go places.
We're about to go places, and also the giveaway at the end of episode 3. Either we're about to get a big character, or at this point, Marvel is fucking cock teasing us.
Oh boy.
There is no in between. It has never been more overt. And Griffin, you know exactly what I'm talking about. People love to theory bait. This person is coming. This person is coming. End of episode 3. It's like at this point, I don't even know what else could be. Like,
and it turns out it's Dazzler.
no. Honestly, though, I'm gonna send you a quick little message. Like, it could be. It could be that person, and that is just as likely, and everyone's not realizing that.
Jeff the Killer. Gotcha.
Weird yeah, you know what I'm saying. But considering what other shows did, which the standard I'm holding it to is going to be Agatha All Along, which I do hold Agatha All Along. It started out shaky, but the later episodes, fantastic. Like one of the
I need to go back and rewatch it because I fell asleep like halfway through like 3 of the episodes because it was during Comic-Con and I was just fucking exhausted.
Oh yeah, no, like binge the episodes. Like I totally give you don't like the first 3. Even I'm just like, yeah, the first 3 are kind of dumb.
But I was
But
digging what I was watching.
yeah, like, but I think from the episode with the band and I all along like the '70s theme one on, that's when I start to really like it. And episode
I think I
7,
woke up during that episode and I locked the fuck in because I was like, hold on, this is kind of cooking. What is this? And I was like, I have no idea what the fuck's going on, but I'm rolling with it.
so yeah, rewatch it from the beginning because this is a show like it does something that I think every show should do. It's why I loved Bullet Train, of why I love this one. Is there's like that principle in filmmaking called Chekhov's gun, where if you're gonna introduce something, you're gonna have it has to have a point. Everything in Agatha All Along introduced, even these subtle background details, have a point. There is a reason everything is like the way it is, and it's all addressed in the last 2 episodes, and I love that. Like it wraps up, and it is very just tightly knit writing. Like this feels like a series that just it's not trying to connect to everything, but in doing so, this feels like a side story that could just naturally exist in the Marvel universe.
Okay. Okay.
And like I really appreciate that. It's not the show I was expecting to like in this lineup of Marvel shows, but damn, Agatha all along, man. It was good. And like that's going to be the standard I hold Ironheart to. Like I want to like Riri Williams. I like all the little things we're getting for her characters. Like I like where we're going. Now I need you to deliver. Like that's where I'm at with the show right now.
All right, so there's 2 Marvel shows I got to catch up on.
Yeah. Well, Ironheart's only 3 episodes in, so if you wanted to wait a bit for that, I think they're coming out every Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they released the first half last week, and this week we're getting the second half. Which
Oh, there's only going to be 6?
yeah,
Oh wow!
Whoa.
they're just under an hour long.
It's weird.
But at the same time, can we appreciate that Disney Plus made the decision to not have this be a weekly show, because that gets a little exhausting after a while.
No, like as much as I like weekly shows, and I know people like to binge, I do think releasing shows in batches is the best compromise of that. I think Agatha All Along did that because it was a 9-episode show. They basically did like 3 episodes a week, or something like that. And I think that's a great way to do it. Depending on, and of course you can change it depending on the length of the show. But yeah.
Also, that leaves one less competition for Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that's true. Strategery.
You did a smart, Marvel Studios. Good on ya. Excelsior.
I'll give you that.
But now you said you saw a movie today, Mr. Kitty Man.
Yes, I did. I saw 28 Years Later today.
How was that?
Excellent movie.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a bigger fan of the first one than you are of the second one. That type of like really crazy like cinematography is in full with this movie. And it had a really good story, one that I, funny enough, wasn't expecting to get emotional towards the end.
Yeah.
About it. So, because it was really, really well done. Also, that kid actor is fucking amazing. Shout out to kid actors from the UK and Australia for acting their ass off. Whereas
Dude,
here in America, we can't fucking get any kids to act for shit.
Dude, I'm convinced between that and like Attack the Block, I'm convinced that UK kid actors are like, because they're not like groomed for Hollywood and all this shit from like age 8, they like can just act normally. So like they actually end up doing better.
So that way, yeah, if you have a kid that's actually really into movies, actually wants to act and know how to do it, you know they're being honest because they're like, oh yeah, you're not being shaped by those silly little movies. Yeah, come on, kid, you can do it. And they're serious about acting.
And it was like, oh, but like the UK doesn't have as many kid actors. Yeah, but they also don't have the Quiet on Set documentary and everything else that fucking happens in the US. What else do you get?
Oh my god, right? Yeah. Be for real.
And that's not even to mention how fucked up the pageant scene is. God, I hate pageant moms. But
yeah, that's a can of worms we can just throw over there and never look at again.
Yeah, but I'm glad 28 Years Later is good. I was hoping from the trailers it would be.
Yeah, no, the trailers were fucking on point.
Hell yeah.
But no, this movie was real good. Surprisingly violent. I know it's weird, but like there was a lot of decapitations I was very shocked by. Well, because of how brutal they were.
Okay.
And it kind of lends itself to that really frantic cinematography they did for it. That's, you know, again, very similar to the first movie.
Okay.
You know, they filmed it all on iPhones, and you know that was like the whole big marketing thing for that.
Wait, really? I missed
Yeah.
that part of the marketing. What the fuck?
Yeah, they were like, oh, we filmed this movie on, you know, 17 iPhones. Well, I don't know what accent I'm doing.
British Australian, if you can combine them.
Australian.
Crikey, we built this on 17 iPhones, love. Trip on the Barbie.
That's what Danny Boyle sounds like. Nailed it. We absolutely nailed it. But yeah, no, but it was good. It was excellent, incredible. Highly recommend it if you're a fan of like just fan of horror movies in general. It's just really good.
I did
I
say,
also like the idea of UK being quarantined and everyone else like, well, that sucks. Can't do anything about them. Well, we're gonna quarantine them now.
I did tell myself that I wanted to see it, and I think I have an extra movie pass because like one of them I'm saving for Naked Gun at the end of July for sure. I'm going to see it that weekend. Either with if people wanted to like plan ahead one Saturday to go see like a matinee or some shit, um, I'm down. But other than that, if I have extra movie pass, I might go see it next or this coming weekend.
I think you should.
Uh, I'm already. I have a long but busy weekend ahead of me because seeing Jurassic World. I'm seeing Friday is a rest day, and Saturday I'm going to be sleeping in because of events happening Saturday night into Sunday.
Yeah, if you can, dude.
Mentally preparing.
It's yeah, it's excellent on the big screen.
Yeah, if I see it, it's going to be watching it on Friday, and the days before it, I'm probably going to watch at least 28 Days Later, at the very least that one.
Mm-hmm.
Like ideally all of them, but I have access to 28 Days Later. What are the other ones streaming on? You know, let me just see. 28. There's 28 Weeks Later.
28 days, 28 weeks, 28 years.
Weeks Later streaming.
And then the sequel, they actually filmed back to back.
Oh shit!
Didn't reveal it until the movie came out.
Oh, they're on both Hulu and Tubi. Hell yeah!
Oh, good. Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! We stand Tubi. I love Tubi.
But they want to make a trilogy out of this 28 years later story, and apparently it is on track to make $100 million this weekend, and its budget was $60 million. So I think it's going to do pretty good.
So yeah, no.
But the sequels was filmed back to back. It's coming out in January.
Really? Okay. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And apparently, if that one does really well too, then they're going to have a final third movie, and Cillian Murphy's supposed to have a bigger role in that one. He's actually not in this one.
Okay.
He did executive produce it though.
All right.
So if you're watching it thinking Cillian Murphy was going to be in it, you're going to be disappointed. He does not show up at all.
I did love the weird little controversy beforehand that everyone thought that zombie was Cillian Murphy, and it wasn't. It was like, I mean, to be fair, I see the resemblance, but
it does. There is a resemblance, but I felt really bad. I was like, oh, that's fucked up. They're like, hey, that's him. You're like, oh, what the fuck, man? He doesn't look like that all the time.
Like I'm at the end, I'll have to see what's ahead of me. Like I might just be too tired after work on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to worry about it. But we'll see. It is on my radar of one I would not mind seeing in theater, because at the very least, like trailers are a lost art in movies. The trailer for 28 Years Later, just the haunting sounds and the fact that it gave away very little, that was a good fucking trailer.
Yeah. No. That trailer was peak. It was like on the same level as like the original Alien trailer.
Yes. Like this doesn't tell me anything about what's going to happen, but I know it involves an island.
I want to see.
Yeah. It's like I know it involves an island off the coast of the US and zombies and people are going to die. That's all I know, and that's about all you need to know. Like the trailer should not give away more. I think I recently thought of a rule of thumb for trailers is a trailer should not give away more information than you would find on the back of a movie box. Like, you know, the little summary like on the back of like a DVD?
Yeah.
Yes.
A good trailer should not give more information than what that description would provide.
Talking to every trailer that's come out since ever.
Talking to the Godzilla versus Kong revealing Mechagodzilla, talking to all this.
God damn it.
Yeah, no, I love Godzilla versus Kong. I'm not going to forgive the marketing campaign for doing that shit. That was a piss poor move. It should have been like refrained until.
What's up with crossover movies having a very big villain being ruined in the fucking
yes
trailer? So that should have been a great surprise.
Yeah.
Or
If I had a nickel for everything that's happened, I'd have 2 nickels. Just kidding. I mean, like, it's still 1 nickel, but you know, that's what happened with fucking
They should have added more smoke
Batman
to
vs
that shot
Superman.
in the trailer.
Yeah, which they can edit shots. Marvel does that all the time. Like in the trailer for Thor Ragnarok, they edited out him losing his eye, which that's just so that scene threw everyone off guard, which is good. Like they can cover that shit in post. Actually do it.
Yeah.
But you see any other movies recently before we get to our main topic of the night?
Been
I saw
catching up on the Mission Impossible movies.
Oh yeah, I watched the first two. No, I watched the first one and most of the second one with y'all that one night.
Yes.
God,
And then we've continued on from there. And
fucking doves, man.
when you sit there and if the second one is going to be the worst one of all those movies, I think it had a really solid like run because there technically really isn't a bad Mission Impossible movie. Yeah, Mission Impossible 2 gets a little funky because they let what's his name kind of do his thing.
Release the doves.
Yes. But damn it, was it not a entertaining one regardless?
A movie can be bad if it's still fun to watch. Like like that's the big draw. Like I agree with that. Like the first Mission Impossible was a whole different creature. It was a good movie. Second Mission Impossible was the second Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Like I didn't see any past that. I've heard they're good. It's just I've always kind of looked at on that series from this kind of outside in perspective, and every time a new one comes out, I was like, they're still doing this? All right.
And that's how I felt too whenever I was younger, not realizing I was like, wait, no, these are all pretty solid movies.
Like, oh damn.
I'm kind of mad that I never actually went to go catch them.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to be my reaction both with Mission Impossible and also when I finally sit down to watch the Fast and the Furious movies. Because I've heard that like the first three are good, then it just kind of, and then it just ramps up to fucking MCU with cars.
Yeah, I need to watch a lot of those too because I've definitely skipped a lot of the Fast and the Furious movies.
The only one in recent years that I've thought about like watching unironically is Hobbs and Shaw. And that's only because I like the two actors and it didn't seem to have anything to do with cars.
Yes, it's actually just a proper action movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a spinoff, that movie did a whole bunch of fucking money too.
Yeah. There's gonna be more Fast and the Furious. Fast and the Furious.
More faster, more furious. Has that one been a subtitle?
No, and I don't trust their subtitles because for the 10th one they didn't make this the tagline "Fast 10 your seatbelts."
Yeah, fuck them. Yeah, what the hell?
How dare?
Right there.
I don't know. I know it's low
apparently
hanging
Fast
fruit.
the Fast X is a two-parter. They can still do it for the second one. Fasten your Fast X your seatbelts.
I know it's low hanging fruit, but like you see them.
But the Fast and Furious movies are basically low hanging fruit if we're gonna be real. So to me, is it really a bad thing to say?
Oh my god. Like, look, lean into what you are, and fans will be receptive of that. There's so many examples of that in recent.
Lean
films.
into it and be honest with them.
Yeah.
Like if you're genuine about it, it works, and you won my vote with it. You know, I like some ass movies. We all like some ass movies.
Yup. Oh yeah. Like,
everything has its fans.
Yeah. Like,
and the Fast and the Furious films are definitely like high budget slop.
Yes. It really is like it's like someone wrote a Sci-Fi Channel original movie, but without the sci-fi part of it. Yeah, take a Sci-Fi Channel original movie, give it like $1 billion budget, and remove the sci-fi, and that's basically what you got.
I just need them. I always think of the original Mummy movie where it's just like what's his name? Was it Steven Summers that directed that one? That wrote and direct The Mummy and like Deep Rising and all that stuff. What's that his name?
Yeah, Deep Rising.
Yes.
Like that guy had the whole high budget B movie down. And I'm mad that Van Helsing killed his career because I still think that there is a time and place for those movies. I wanted more of those.
Oh no, yeah. Like they're not the best movies, but I'll happily watch all of them again. If there's ever a steelbook for Deep Rising, I'm fucking there.
Absolutely. Dude, those movies, the first two Mummy movies, like,
and for all
it's classic, like,
yeah.
It's schlock, like genuinely, but it's so high budget that they like all this crazy stuff that they want to do, they can do.
Yeah. And for all its faults, the Van Helsing movie did give us one of the hardest like werewolf transformations in film. Like it's not as good as the American Werewolf in London, that grotesque, because that was just iconic. But just the ripping your flesh off, basically, that whole sequence was just like, how is this the first movie to do that in like 40 fucking years of movies? Like that is such a just inspired idea of like you're literally ripping everything off to like unleash yourself.
Yeah. And that's where the Tom Cruise Mummy failed. Is that it took it too seriously.
Yeah.
Was its downfall. It tried to play it way too straight and make it into this whole universe thing, which I'm cool with. You can still do that. And my heart is still hoping for like this crazy fucking like slasher movie universe or something where it's all connected and whatever, and you just make different movies with that. But that's neither here nor there. But like I think that if they just kept the whole B movie shtick about it, I think those movies would have been the Tom Cruise one would have been way better, because like the thing is like it's still garbage, but because it takes itself too seriously, then it's worse because of it. Because like you tell me to take this seriously, but I cannot get over Tom Cruise having to like sex the mummy and or whatever. I started watching it, but that's just what I can gather from some of the clips I've watched.
I'm not gonna like judge it too harshly, but I'm not gonna because I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna be honest. Like I saw their list of what they're gonna do for the Dark Universe beforehand, and like the list did not make sense to me.
Yeah.
There were some interesting choices there.
Yes, there was. That's a nice word for it.
Like
interesting.
And I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but if it were up to me, they should have even if people don't like the movie, Dracula Untold was like a perfect launching point.
No. It can't be that one. We're gonna remake the Wolfman.
Honestly,
that's gonna be it. No, not even that one. We're gonna do this one. This one's the one. That's what they were doing, though. It was
I know.
Like they couldn't fucking figure it out. It's like, and I agree. Yeah, Dracula Untold should have been that fucking leap off.
Yeah.
And a lot of people thought it was until they came out like, no, actually, that's not it at all. And everyone's like, are you stupid? It's perfect. It's right there.
Yeah, like
and it's a decent movie.
I discussed it with Checker on like one day, and we already kind of like pictured where it could go. Basically, that Nosferatu style old dude at the end of Dracula Untold is like the big bad, and he's basically like a progenitor vampire style thing. And you have basically these Dark Avengers like style, like you have like Wolfman, Dracula, Frankenstein's monster, Van Helsing, all the like, basically having to stop him while he's making all these deal with the devil type things to gain control of the world little by little. Like that.
Yeah.
That I mean, look, it's superhero-y, sure, but like I would watch that. And because like in Dracula Untold, like he's not a bad guy. He basically just consigned himself to that life to save his loved ones, only to put himself in an even worse hell. That's the tragedy. Like like
no, I like it.
But at least the Benicio del Toro, the Benicio del Toro Wolfman exists, and that one's so underrated. More people need to realize that was such a good Wolfman movie. It was like,
I liked what I watched of it.
I've seen some reviewers complain. They're like, "Did the werewolves need to be so hairy?" Yes, yes, they needed to be hairy. What kind of question is this? They're wolf men.
Yeah, they look stupid if
What?
they're not. You idiot.
Yeah, it's like, well, why couldn't they use CG? Why did it have to be prosthetics? Get out. Look, even the recent Wolfman movie, which I thought was very good. Like, it's not like a starting point for a new like Wolfman series. It was just its own thing. Very good, by the way. Did you see that recent Wolfman movie, Mr.
Was that at me?
Yeah,
Which one?
the most recent one with the that like light blonde haired actress is going to be Silver Surfer. She's in Weapons.
Oh no, I need to.
That one,
Yeah, you did.
it's pretty good. Like for what it
Yeah.
is.
That's what I heard.
Like
You know what's funny when it comes to like horror movies? So I knew it was good because I asked some old coworkers that still work at AMC what they thought about it. They're like, it was okay. And then they told me their reasons like, oh, well, I'm gonna like it because you're like the worst kind of horror fan that goes for the wrong reason. You want that fucking Conjuring slop is what you want. Okay,
Yeah.
I got you. I can't even say Conjuring slop because they're actually pretty decent horror movies too. But you know what I mean.
I can't wait
That's
for
actually how I found out that it was actually a decent movie because I was like, oh,
I will talk
it's
shit
everything you hate.
I will talk shit on The Conjuring all fucking day. I don't even care. The newest trailer for that series of movies, I saw like you have like a picture of the nun.
Oh yeah, I saw that today too.
Fucking Conjuring Avengers. That's what it fucking feels like at this point.
That's what they're trying to do.
Oh, the nun will fight the doll.
Only in The Conjuring 6. Get your kicks because it's focused around like demonic, clogs or something like that. These are the clogs of evil. When you click with them, the demon clogula comes out and he fingers your butthole.
What makes them evil? They're from Amityville. This is an Amityville series all along.
Amityville movie too. Because we got the rest of that too.
Those in the Insidious franchise, dude. Like, I guess I could respect them when they started, but now I just can't get into those.
Yeah.
Like, they're trying way too fucking hard. But anyway, I think now it's a good time to move on to our main topic. We're rambling, but I don't mind rambling. So anyway, now that we're going to talk about horror movies, let's talk about Ernest Scared Stupid.
Okay.
No. This is a topic, Kitty, you've already admitted you don't know a whole lot about it. You've seen it once as a kid. Ernest there's a series of movies and commercials using a actor, Jim Varney. Basically, he played this character named Ernest. This lovable doofus is probably the best way I could explain it.
Imagine if Mayberry had its own version of Pee Wee Herman.
Yes. Like, he tries to do right. He's a klutz. But he always ends up saving the day or getting himself in these hairy situations. Like he ends up, Ernest goes to camp. Ernest goes to jail. Like all of his movies have a Ernest goes to or Ernest does this as the title. Like when you see all of his movies, like the 80s and 90s, they follow this trope, but they do it pretty well. Like Ernest goes to school, or like Ernest. My favorite of these, like if you've never watched an Ernest movie ever, I do think that the best one to watch would be Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh, he does?
He saves Christmas.
Dude. Ernest is so fucking based.
Yeah. He saves Christmas, like that one, and Ernest Scared Stupid. Like the holiday movies he did, like I think people kind of say that like they're two of his best ones. I agree, but know that it's a very particular kind of humor. It's not.
I could tell from that.
It's not so. It's not as random out there as something like Hot Shots or Naked Gun, but it's not really subdued either. He's a lot of just impressions and goofy shit, and part of the humor comes from the fact that he just keeps talking and keeps just saying and doing weird stuff while literally everyone around him is playing the straight man.
That sounds so chaotic, though.
It is.
That feels like the embodiment of kind of that 90s humor, you know?
Yeah. Like, and like one example of the jokes, a lot of his jokes, as much as I love Ernest, there's a good chunk of his jokes that like I would say are funny, but I don't like burst out laughing at. I basically hear him and go like, "Yeah, nice." Like a good example of this is an Ernest Scared Stupid. Mild spoiler. I'm not gonna say what they do with it and like the context is. But there's a scene where it's like reading a book or trying to learn a fact about a certain something, and like it's so obvious what it's trying to say. It's like by care of mother's milk or mother's care of M.I. Smudge K. Obviously, it's milk, but Ernest looks at it as like Miak, pure Bulgarian Miak. My mother gave.
Like, I bet you thought I couldn't find any this time of year.
Yeah. It's that kind of humor that like you expect one thing, you know, like it's.
I love that.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
Like the whole movie is that like Ernest Scared Stupid and Ernest Saves Christmas are like the biggest like are probably the highest quality of them, to be sure. If you like those movies, definitely check out the others. Ernest Goes to Jail is, if you like the crazy, I think that's the craziest one. Like what like
definitely.
Yeah.
I watched that one before I came on here.
I didn't watch that one. I did watch like basically that's who I mentioned because like it I know they have access to most of them on they're on Disney Plus, aren't they?
No, only Ernest Saves Christmas is on Disney Plus.
Right. And this goes to jail streaming. I'm looking this up. Amazon.
So now I gotta
Prime.
watch these.
Well, most, if not all of them, are pretty readily available on DVD if you know where to look.
They're on DVD. It looks like you could also rent them on YouTube and Amazon Prime Video for $3 to rent them, which. But yeah.
If it supports Ernest, then absolutely I'll give him my $3.
And then Ernest Goes to Africa, which I'm going to send you the box art for Ernest Goes to Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he going there?
Well, I mean,
look.
That sounds like it doesn't
Here, I'm gonna,
age very well.
No, it doesn't.
no.
I'm sending him the picture, Trey. I'm sending him.
Which is why I want to watch that one.
Keep in mind, this was one of the second half of Ernest movies that occurred between the mid 90s, where you can tell the cracks are starting to show in this series.
I see. It's like, oh, why are we still doing these kind of thing? But like, we can still. Oh, Ernest!
You think that's bad? You should see him.
Oh no, Ernest! That's blackface almost. No.
You say that's blackface? No, he covers himself in blood and does pretty much.
Oh, Ernest!
So yeah, we don't talk about Ernest Goes to Africa very much.
We do with the Kino Korner.
Because you guys were saying all the other ones, and then like out of nowhere, like a fucking Five Nights at Freddy jump scare. Yeah, it is Ernest Goes to Africa, and I'm like, oh, this wasn't mentioned at all. And I think I understand why.
and Mill Creek Entertainment, at least I think that's who it is, has the gall to include that in a box set called Best of Ernest. When, no, if you want the best of Ernest, you want the first half of his movies. Goes to camp, saves Christmas, goes to jail, Scared Stupid.
Yeah.
The other movies have their moments,
Ernest,
but
balls. I see you, Dr. Jones.
they don't exactly. They can't really match the quality of those earlier films.
Yeah, the early '90s, early mid, like well, out of the mid '90s is where it started to show off. But that was an era of like children's animation because that's I think because like Disney and so many other studios were popping off at the time, I do think that that's a more considerable part of it than we like to really give credit to. It yes, part of it was Jim Varney and the studio and just the cracks and just because Jim Varney before he did those other movies, he'd also been doing commercials and shorts for years. So
He's also a trained theater actor.
yeah,
That's even funnier.
yeah, like that's one thing to keep in mind watching these movies. He is a very articulate man. He is a very like Shakespearean man, but he will sound like, "Hey Vern, how y'all doing over there?" Like he will sound like fucking Dale Gribble 90% of the time. Like like
You say that, but in a lot of his commercials, Ernest would advertise gas-powered appliances. So in a way, Ernest walked so Hank Hill could run.
propane and propane accessories, Vern.
Oh, also, should we explain Vern to Kittyman?
That's something to experience. And when you see Vern, have you seen Home Improvement?
Oh yeah,
You know how there's a character that you want to see more of and you never do?
yeah.
Imagine that taken to a whole new level, and that's Vern. You're going to immediately see some weird shots, and then like you're going to understand, like, oh, we're always going to see this character from this perspective, so we're never going to actually see this character. Cool.
Oh boy.
But don't you know? Technically, you are Vern.
Yeah.
Oh.
But if Ernest walked into my house and did the stuff he did in Saves Christmas to me in real life, I'd pull out a gun. Let's be real. You know you would too.
Okay, I'm just gonna go grab the 9-iron.
Yo, Ernest goes to Splash Mountain?
Oh, right, that was a thing.
Oh yeah.
That's badass.
I'm gonna look up where is Ernest Scared Stupid streaming anywhere? Because yeah, like I said, Ernest Saves Christmas.
It looks like a lot of these are like Disney backed, so I would assume
You'd figure they would all be on Disney Plus. Saves Christmas is, as I said, like if that's the one you want to watch, like that's to me is like a holiday staple. Like it doesn't make me cry, but there's parts of it that do make me tear up a little bit because like they're just they just hit that right level of Christmas spirit. So like that to me that's like a must watch every December for me. Particularly like God, the actor they got to play Santa in Ernest Saves Christmas. Talk about a sweet Santa actor. Oh my gosh.
S-tier movie Santa.
This is one of the sweetest Santas ever. But that also gave some of the most iconic lines like poison.
That's all these horror movie people want. Poison. I got a truck full of snakes. You want one for your boy? I gave one to my boy last year.
Finish the song. Finish the song.
Rock of Ages. I feel like if I sing anymore, we'll probably get copyrighted.
Probably. That is probably a fair assessment. You know, there was not a lot to say out of Ernest like that. Like, but I did mention this passively. I'm going to pass the mic to Mr. Griffin. There, he did do a lot of commercials, and that was what he was known for a while before his big movies. And he got that weird unique comedy. Tell us about the commercials, Mr. Griffin.
Okay, so, well, like I said, he advertised for a lot of things like local TV programs, dairy products, Mellow Yellow, Sprite.
dude was in Mellow Yellow.
Yeah, he was spreading the gospel about how Mellow Yellow was better than Mountain Dew.
But is it better than Mountain
That's
Dew?
that's really important though.
I
I don't
I
know.
I wouldn't know. I've never actually had Mellow Yellow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they killed it.
But basically, all the commercials would
Okay,
center
no.
around Ernest tormenting his neighbor Vern and telling him all about these wonderful things and being a massive buffoon in the process, making Vern's life not necessarily hell, but just why do I live next to this man? And and I'm only half exaggerating when I say he did a lot of commercials. Like there have been some DVD releases which include compilations of all of them, and I don't think even that covers how many he's done. One of them included an anti-smoking commercial, which is really tragic in hindsight
Yeah, what the fuck?
because sadly, Jim Varney is no longer with us.
Yeah,
He died back in the early 2000s due to lung cancer,
yeah. Sheesh.
And
which is a real
Which
shame
probably was like,
because
oh yeah, probably because I know firsthand how I got here.
yeah, like
That's yeah,
it
that's rough.
it sucks. And when we all know that if that never happened, we would probably still have a lot of Ernest movies with that bleeding into the 2010s. Would they be good? Who knows? But,
No.
actually, if I remember correctly, while they were making the last Ernest movie, Ernest in the Army, in 1998, even then they were already talking about retiring the character and Varney wanting to focus on some more serious roles from now on,
okay.
which I wish he could have because if you look at a lot of or some of what he's done outside of Ernest, that man can act.
Yeah, like I said, Shakespearean man.
He was in
Well,
Shakespeare play at 15 from what I was reading.
Yup.
and and even if you've never seen Ernest, you've probably heard Varney in something. He was the voice of Slinky Dog in Toy Story 1 and 2.
Yeah.
His his last role was actually Cookie in Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
Yeah, he was the old guy in that one.
I got you four basic food groups: beans, bacon, whiskey, and lard.
That could be the reason
Good movie.
we're not getting an Atlantis remake because no one could ever replace Jim Varney.
Yeah.
I'm looking up his IMDb, see what else. Man, he was actually in a lot
Yeah,
of
that's
shit.
why I did. He was in quite a few movies.
Um,
Mostly those, but
Yeah, that's right. He was in the Beverly Hillbillies remake.
yeah.
Honestly, that's actually inspired casting Jim Varney as as Ted Clampett or Jed Clampett, I should say, not Ted.
mhm.
Ernest goes to Splash Mountain. Oh my god! Wait, why is it land? Oh, the video game. Okay, I was about to say, why is Atlantis on here twice? What the hell?
Disney also fucked that movie over. They wanted to stop doing 2D animated movies.
The fools. The utter fools.
Yeah. Needless to say, there there's a reason we haven't gotten any more Ernest things since then. Without Jim, there is no Ernest.
Yeah.
Even the creators hold true to that.
Yeah. It's a character that we're unlikely to see ever again, but sure there'll be characters like him, like we have like all like other stereotypical redneck characters and the like, but there'll only ever be one Ernest. And like, while he's not for everybody, I do think everyone should at least try to watch his movies. If they're not for you, that's okay. Like, it's a very particular type of humor, and but if you end up liking his stuff, you may find like some staples, like like I found with Ernest Saves Christmas.
And I would say the best way to know if this character is for you, look up some of the commercials and then maybe see if you can find Ernest Goes to Camp.
He goes to camp too?
He goes everywhere.
Yeah. Man, dude, he fucking, yeah, he gets around, dude.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look at the title of the episode. Ernest goes to the Kino Korner.
Oh my God. That's right, guys. We actually have Ernest on the.
Hey, how you doing, Everett?
Oh my God, him.
Yes. I think with that, I am currently adjusting the wheel right now because I to type in the last you know what. But I think, excuse me, that'll be a good place to wrap things up here. What are y'all's closing thoughts? Anything other things y'all want to bring up?
I got nothing. Other than go watch Transformers 1 any way you can.
Yes,
Please.
Definitely.
In fact, I might go watch it after this.
Heck yeah.
No, hell yeah.
Oh,
Also, there's, and I know someone's gonna bring up that meme that Sam likes to show me, where it says John Cena is slowly turning into Ernest, and I'm just like, no, no.
Hold on, I want to see this.
No.
You just need to look at a side by side. Like John Cena looks like a younger Jim Varney. Don't show Hollywood.
What the fuck?
He does. I'm telling you,
What
dude.
the hell?
Oh yeah, you can't see me. Know what I mean?
It's because he turns into Jim Varney.
That was probably a terrible John Cena impression, and I apologize.
Oh, I didn't know that was an impression. I'm sorry. You should be sorry. No, I can't.
So, all right. Well, yeah, I think now it's time we get to the wheel, isn't it?
Oh, the wheel. Oh, the wheel. Oh, spin him.
Ooh, spin the wheel. All right.
Spin it.
Time for the next episode. We got a list. We got anthology horror movies, Adam Sandler comedies, classic Universal monsters, found footage, hand-drawn Disney films based on a true story, and Jaws. I'm putting it on here for the summer, just because. Yeah, and that's basically going to be all of the Jaws movies. I'll watch Revenge if that's on that, I guess. But
God, I hope it's Adam Sandler comedies because we're all gonna sit down and watch Jack and Jill.
can it at least be the funny ones?
No.
All right. Well, if it's...
Which one is the funny one? No.
That one.
Mr. Deeds is okay.
Mr. Deeds is pretty good.
Like, but no, yeah. Then there's the guest decides. If it lands on that, I guess y'all two gotta decide amongst yourselves which one you want to subject the Kino Korner to. But yeah,
Kino Korner.
let us spin to win. I'm looking away. I'm not. Yeah. Oh, a more lighthearted episode next time, based on a true story.
Not if I get to pick them. Hey, a little more lighthearted. All right. You ever this? You ever Boy in the Striped Pajamas? No.
Y'all want to watch Grave of the Fireflies?
Oh no.
Can we not?
Based on a true story, y'all gonna go on a field trip.
You're right. No, we won't do that. We'll do The Big Short. I personally can't feel for what they were going through because I'm not a homeowner.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a little more lighthearted.
Like, honestly, though, like, my default's gonna be, like, when I hear based on a true story, as weird as it sounds, the first movie I think of is, the Remember the Titans.
I don't know why. I thought you were going to say Apocalyptica or whatever that one Mel Gibson movie about the Aztecs or whatever, or like the ancient people, human beings.
When I think based on a true story, I think 10,000 BC.
I was like, hell yeah, 10,000 BC, baby.
Is it though?
Or Pearl Harbor. Just name some of the worst ones we got.
When I think based on a true story, I think Avengers Endgame. Wait a minute.
Hold on a second.
I think of that one John Travolta one where he's the fanatic.
When I think based on a true story, I think of Face Off.
When I hear based on a true story, I think Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. They're gonna happen.
I can't argue with that one, so fuck you. Oh
well, yes. Thank you both for joining. Kitty, are we going to see you a little more often, or?
It's looking like I'll be having some Sundays off, so yeah, I think I'm gonna be around a little bit more often.
Oh, that's good.
Wunderbar.
I'm back. I think I'm a little back. We're a little back now.
We're a little back.
Yeah, we're a little. Yeah,
I'm thinking we're a little back.
I'm thinking Big Mac.
Well, we are glad to have you back. We missed you so much. I mean, just the last episode, I had to share a room with Dr. Jones and Butcherson doing a tier list. You can only imagine how awful that was. Hey, Dr. Jones, how you doing in chat?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Was it bad, Dr. Jones? I can't imagine doing it. Wait, no, I've done a tier list with you. It was actually quite pleasant. Y'all suck.
No. Well, I will tell you, one of the ones that I'm going to put on the list later this year is I had an idea for a tier list that is an Alien versus Predator tier list. Because when Predator Badlands comes out, I did the math, and assuming we don't count Alien Earth because it's a series, which I'm not, there will be an exact even number of Alien and Predator movies, which counting Prometheus, yes. So the idea is AVP and AVP Requiem are going to count for both sides. So both Alien and Predator have a good movie and a shit movie on their belt. And then we just tier list all the Alien and Predator movies and do a generalized score. And whichever ones we tier list higher, like that one is wins basically in the film quality competition.
I already know which two I'd place at rock bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something that I'm going to do. Like, that one is just, I might rig the wheel a little bit come November after Badlands comes out to do it. It might be more of a December thing. We'll see. Because Badlands comes out November 7th.
Yeah.
So that one is going to happen. I'm just gonna have to decide if I'm gonna let it be at the mercy of the wheel, or just kind of like that'll be one of the episodes where I'm like, no, I want to do this now, depending on timing. But yeah, there's other tier lists I want to do. It's just I'm gonna try to pace them out a lot more because they always last.
They take a while.
Yeah.
They take a while.
Yeah. Well, but let's wrap this up. Thank y'all both one last time for joining me. And yeah.
I'm sorry I haven't watched any of those movies since I was a child.
Since
I saw him try to aim this gun and it just goes.
It's okay. Now you can watch it again Now you can watch him save
It
Christmas.
goes. That's what the gun noise does.
That's exactly what it does. But yeah,
He
this,
literally he aims it and goes.
but now you can watch him.
What?
Now you can watch him
True.
save Christmas for the first time.
Oh my god, you're right. You're right.
And you can
Dude,
watch
I'm being
him
like a new like fucking Ernest. Like I'm gonna be Ernest head now.
And you can
Afterward, I'm done watching all these. Like, yo, I think my favorite one was this one.
you can watch it be scared stupid, and like the old lady that has like the
And I'm gonna make Bree watch it with me too, and she has to fucking subject herself with that. And I'm like, I get to watch all the things you want to watch. You're gonna watch what I want to watch, and we're watching Ernest. She's just like, oh my god.
Yes.
Or she ends up becoming more of an Ernest head than I am, and her whole personality is now. She starts calling me like Vern or whatever the fuck.
If it gets you
even
to
better.
if it pulls you to watch it and Ernest scared stupid, the lady that basically there's like this lady that owns a house and there's like junk in the yard, big like old Sal, big house. The crazy old lady in that house is the lady who voices Yzma and plays the old lady in Holes.
Oh fuck yeah.
Eartha Kitt.
Eartha
Yeah,
Kitt.
with the kit.
Yeah. The Eartha Kid just talking shit on Ernest. We've Eartha Kid is just so good. Like, I love her.
She was such a treasure.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. No more dilly dallying. The stream must end. We must disperse. Thank you all for watching. Good day to you all.
Night night.
Take
Bye.
care.